I really like that. Do you have any tools or things that you developed over your time that allow you to overcome that self-doubt that you faced at times?
Yeah. The thing that I kind of like, I know it sounds crazy, but it's an album, Kanye West album, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. At the time that he was making the album, this is when the Taylor Swift fiasco happened, when she was at her hottest and he did something and they blackballed, they canceled him. So I seen how much pressure was on him. Now everybody was saying, "Oh, Kanye," even Obama called him a jackass. Like it was a bad time. There was so much pressure on this dude to like accept his cancellation, apologize to Taylor Swift, kind of like just like accept you was wrong. He locked himself, crazy thing, right? He locked himself away from everybody. Went to Hawaii. It was a closed session. Certain sessions you had to wear suits or you couldn't even come in. It was extremely exclusive and only a select amount of musicians and artists, really the best artists of that day and age, and even today, Jay-Z, Rick Ross, Nicki Minaj, these are people that's at the Pusha T, Jeff Basker worked on. These are people that's been made hits for Dr. Dre, 50, Eminem. The top musicians at the time were enlisted to work on this project. So he locked himself away and he let that pressure and all that negativity and cancellation, he made the best album of his career during that time. And I said, man, that's an example of a black man, like pressure make diamonds. Like I looked at Kanye like he's a real man for that. Like, so I done been up against it and had that pressure and man, how am I gonna get this done? Like I done been in school, right, to where I'm on the academic probation, I fucked up and did bad. Now I'm back on academic probation because I fucked up again. They're telling me they're going to kick me out of college because you just did 2 back-to-back semesters of bullshit. We told you don't do that. So it's like, I looked in and I always go back to that beautiful, dark, twisted fantasy album. Like, I'm like, man, it's like in prison, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't, enforcing politics and got into fights with people and now it boils down to one of y'all gonna have to go. If somebody was in the wrong, they're gonna jump one of y'all, we gotta make a decision. So at the split decision, I gotta do this, I gotta, explain this rule, this what happened when you moved. He's in the wrong. So all this pressure and stuff, it was always me thinking of Kanye West making that beautiful, dark, twisted fantasy album. And the first song of that album, kind of like, no matter what I'm going through or no matter what I'm up against, just when I hear that first song, it's like, it's nothing can stop me. Like, this dude was going through it. Like, he had the world up against him. I know my talents, he knew his talents. He overcame what he was going through. By me knowing who I am and knowing my talents, I overcame what I was going through. But for some reason, that beautiful, dark, twisted fantasy album is like the default setting for me. Like, it makes me like, whatever happens, if something's, when bad things or something's coming against me, that reminds me like, man, like, it really can't let me stop me. And it's crazy, it's an album that does that, man. Yeah, it's that album, man. Because I was like watching it in real time while it was going on before he made the album. Like, damn, Kanye kind of fucked up. Like, what is he gonna do? Like,